Writer PH.
Ace Banuela to join us for the Q&A with the press. Again, let me remind our media colleagues and friends that the Zoom chat box is now open for the question and answer session. Please tell us more about the track Babae. Like, what was the idea behind the song for you?
The track, like, I wrote the first few lines. Gusto ko lang makauwi at makapiling ka. And I was in the car and I was thinking of having a song na masarap pakinggan when you're driving and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then everything came naturally kasi I always wanted to do a song that had multiple languages. Pero like sakto lang and kaunti. So
Uh-huh.
if you notice like the languages in Babae, it's English, Japanese, Tagalog, Cebuano, and Spanish. So it's very related to our culture, right? And to our history as well. And for me, the Babae song, the track itself is about introducing to a girl. And there's this shared experience and emotion that everyone knows when you're introducing yourself to someone you like, right? It explains na, all right, you like someone, pero you don't really trust them yet because both of you doesn't know each other yet. So alam mo yun,
Mm-hmm,
it's about
mm-hmm.
forming that trust. And we tried to represent that in the video. We tried to represent mystery. Ayan, di ba?
That's a really good word, actually. There was a lot of mystery and darkness in the music video that got us a lot curious. And I guess, yeah, that's exactly the word for it. Very mysterious. And
Mm.
yeah, awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, we have a question here from Angela Baltan here from Village People magazine. Hi, Angela, and sabi niya, congrats again, Ace. Can you tell us? Can you let us know what was the creative process behind the lyrics and the music video of Babae?
All right. Thanks, Angela. The creative process behind Babae, like as I said earlier, like I really wrote the first few lines and then naturally nakiride na ako sa kanya until I reached a point na I mean like kanino ko ba gusto umuwi at sino ba gusto kong makapiling? Syempre, it's a girl, di ba?
Yeah.
Ayun. And the creative process and the technical process behind it, inspired siya from a lot of synthwave and city pop material. That's why pag narinig mo siya, parang na-imagine mo talagang gabi, di ba? And you visualize all these neon lights and all that. And Babae, really, it's about introducing yourself to someone and para kang na hot seat ng girl. Gets mo?
Ah, I love
Para kang na hot
that.
seat.
I love
Parang,
that. Ba't
kasi,
ako kinikilig para sa'yo?
ayun nga eh, parang there's that spark. May spark moment pag parang in a hot seat ka and pansin ko wala masyadong ganong song. It's all
Yeah, yeah.
about the relationship na agad. So I'm like, why not the genesis of the relationship, di ba?
I love
Kumbaga,
that.
I'm addressing something real, something that happens to everyone na yun nga, you're trying to unfold the mysteries of each other. And can you really trust each other even if you like each other? And
Mm.
throughout the song, Babae answers those questions.
There you go. So, gets ko yung sabi mo na normally there are lots of songs about wooing a woman, right? Diba? Pero ito,
Yeah.
it's different. It's like, I love your term ng hot seat na parang
Mm-mm.
50 questions ka bigla. Ikaw naman kilig-kilig na sagutin, but you're not so sure if you want to open up completely. I
Oo.
love that. I love that.
Ganun na
Okay,
ganun.
I'm feeling the vibe even more so now with the song. It's like I'm going to put it on repeat later, maybe on my way to work. So you got me there, man. You got me there.
Eh.
All right, we have here from Ian Dominic Laudato to everyone. Sorry. Yeah, from Celeb Express TV, Ian Dominic Laudato. Is there if there is only one babae in the world that you will dedicate this song to, who would that be and why? If you're okay with answering,
I'm okay with answering, pero I don't have like a babae yet,
Mhm.
like officially,
Uh-huh.
pero like my babae is from the future, o di ba? Kasi hindi ko pa siya
Oh!
nami-meet, ganun. I mean like hindi ko pa siya, kumbaga hindi pa officially, ganun,
Ay, hindi pa officially,
di
guys.
ba?
Ito na naman ako
Ayun.
kinikilig din naman. Ano ba yan? I stand you and future girl and future babae.
Future girl, oh. Ayun. Siyempre, future girl.
Yan.
Ayun.
Hindi pa tayo mag-assume. Possible future girl. Ayan. Sige,
Mm,
okay. So there you go. Again, Ian, I hope your question has been answered. Here's here's another one. Oh yeah, I think si Celeb Express asked a similar question about
mm,
um for the woman in your life, like who is the song for particularly. Thank you so much for that, Celeb Express again.
mm.
And Soundcheck Manila, Jacqueline Ortega from Soundcheck Manila. There we go. Hi also to Kaya Franco of Wonder.ph. Sabi niya, congratulations on your new song and first ever press conference. I noticed that the music video is a little dark, that it also touches on witches and the supernatural slash divine feminine. What made you want to explore this concept, especially how does it tie it to the mystery of meeting someone new? There we go.
Like visually,
Mhm.
it's inspired from movies like Jennifer's Body. If you guys
Oh,
know
yeah.
those movies, so um, like the technicalities and direction behind such movies were
Mm-hmm.
directed by the female gaze.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the team and the label mentioning to me na if we're gonna do a video, I think maganda if there are a lot of girls daw. So
Mm-hmm.
I tried to come up with a concept that actually highlights girls and personifies them instead of objectifying them and making them appear as just faces. Pero
Mm-hmm.
like for this one, we really wanted to give them character and personify those ano ba, those symbolic. Gusto ko mystery pa rin siya eh. Like basta ma-personify yung experiences na yon, and then the video becomes this dark metaphorical explanation of meeting someone new and building a trust to someone you like. Ayun.
All right. Well, you know what? I have been told by my peers in the background here that I think we would also love to hear from Katrina Arshaga, the name of the director,
Yeah.
the female director.
Mm.
There we go. Just to
Yes.
be clear,
We're calling
Jacqueline
on
Tapte.
Direct Cat.
Yes.
Ayun.
Hi, Kat. Hi,
Yes.
Direct Kat.
Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Could you
Ayun.
also give us
Hello.
a bit of a background with regards to the concept of the music video?
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon. So thank you so much for having us. So like for the concept of this, so Ace had this concept in mind already as well. So we did a lot of brainstorming sessions, and that teamwork
Yeah,
has
like a lot.
translated, yeah, into this dark, mysterious, and dreamy music video, which I think many of his fans would love to see. And Ace also mentioned as well, we took a lot of inspirations from various music videos, both locally and international films like Jennifer's Body, The Craft, and even K-dramas for that matter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it.
We did. Direct Cat, a big virtual round of applause for Direct Cat,
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, I love the follow-up here. Sorry, there's a follow-up. Which K-drama specifically, if you don't mind? Kung meron nga ba?
I don't have like specific K-dramas in mind. So more on like the visual
Fantasy
direction
side,
lang.
right?
Yeah, the
All right.
And
camera
how,
angles and stuff.
yeah,
I love
direction of
that you
photography.
two were just like so much aligned with the idea, with the concept of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are super close friends.
Yes,
And
we're
Okay.
friends.
yeah, and Direct Cat produced this with her partner, ayun, Jasper Barredo. Are you here, bro? Ayun. They're
There you
ayan, what's up,
go.
bro? Ayan. So they
Hi, Jasper.
like Jasper produced this and then Direct Cat directed this, and I'm so happy na we're able to share it with you guys and to the world at this time. Like sumakto talaga na parang na-delay yung release na I'm like,
It did, yeah.
kumbaga ako, like, why would I say no to the offer na let's make this a song for Babae Month? I'm like, diba? Why would I say no to that? And it's really, it's really exciting, and I'm so happy that this art and my
This
art is out
masterpiece.
there. Ayun.
Well, thank you again, Direct Cat. And Jasper, thank you so much. And Ace, galing, galing, galing. Okay, now we have another question here from Cesar Batingan of Net25. I would like to ask if there is any inspiration in writing the song Babae, and what would you advise, ito na lang, what would you advise all girls out there when it comes to expressing their feelings to someone.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you there real quick. Saktong-sakto kasi I have a friend earlier. She asked me, Ate, Ate Shai, how do I admit my feelings? Like, what do I do when it comes to express my feelings to someone? And ako wala akong masagot. So baka naman you may help with that as a man, you know?
Ganun.
Oo.
Okay, well, eto sige, magpakatotoo na lang ako. Like,
Yeah.
di ba usually in-expect ng mga girl, lalaki yung mag-first move and all
Mm-mm.
that. Like, eto, hindi naman siya related sa music video ko right now. Pero, alam mo, it doesn't matter naman eh. Like, if you like a person, go tell them, di ba? Kumbaga, walang mawawala. Like, don't be afraid of rejection. And I think that applies both to men and women, di ba?
Agree. So yeah, kung na-reject ka, ano magagawa natin? Ayaw niya sa'yo.
Marami pang tao sa mundo, ganun, di
Exactly.
ba?
And at least, di ba, wala kang regrets in regards to telling the person how
Mm.
you feel. Ang hirap na kasi marami mga what if sa buhay natin.
Like,
Bawasan
speaking of
natin.
regrets, di ba? It's not about what you did, pero you're gonna regret about the things you didn't do. Ayun.
Exactly. And you might overthink about, what if umami na lang kaya ako no? So there you go. Thanks for that, Ace. And thank you. May masabi na ako sa friend ko mamaya. Okay. I think this one could be co-answered by Katrina again, si Direct Cat. We have here once again si Angela from the Village People magazine. Earlier today, I watched the official lyric video for Babae. In the comment section, there were people applauding your use of multiple languages as it makes you stand out in the local music scene. What inspired you to write it in the way you did? And would you make more songs with multiple languages in the lyrics again sometime soon? Was it a challenge ba to include other languages to begin with?
Well, actually, di ba, so it's about introducing myself to someone.
Yeah,
Kumbaga, if I were to put, kumbaga kung i-hot seat ko sarili ko, di ba, to a song. So I'm like, I want to introduce my dynamic personality. So, kumbaga, yung mix of languages na yun yung parang nag-represent dun sa personality ko, kumbaga. And yun yung matagal ko nang gustong gawin kasi I have these songs related to Philippine mythology and to our culture. So I'm like, why wouldn't I make a song that appears like this love song na pwede siyang shallow pero pwede rin like technically interpreted in a way na you're touching parts of your history and your culture. Ayun.
I love that. All right. Sorry, I miscalled Direct pala kanina. Mali po yung kodigo ko dito. Sorry. But Direct, we might call you in later again. Stand ka lang dyan. All right. What else do we have here? Guys, keep your questions coming in, but I won't promise to be able to read all of them. Here we have from Leo Mendiola here from Leo.ph. There we go. If you'll choose just one line in Babae, what is that line that is the most impactful for you?
For me, it's makikilala mo ako. Ayun. Like, yun yung favorite line ko from my latest single, Babae. Kasi it embodies the whole concept, like song and video. Like, it's really about introducing myself and being real with someone I like. And yun nga, you're trying to form that trust, diba? When you like someone. Kasi hindi naman matik na parang, okay, I like you, you like me. Pero pagtitiwalaan na agad kita on parang the first day. Kasi yun yung naging ending ng music video, right? Parang nasa first date yung main characters natin and then she's like in a hot seat yung guy. Ayan. So, na-explain ko na. Ayun.
There you go, Leo. I hope that was answered well for you. Here we have another question from Ika of Team Picheng. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Here we go. Ang ganda nito. I appreciate that you thought of showcasing the story from the female gaze instead of just objectifying women. I mean, I think this one is just a quick feedback to the music video, to your interpretation of the song. Thank you so much for that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
May nagdo-doorbell sa amin, so baka may dadaan po ditong poging lalaki. Hayaan nyo na siya, guys. Okay, and my dog is also crazy about that. Here we go. Meron dito also, Cooper, excuse me, nagsasalita po kami dito.
Sali daw sila.
Struggle. Ang struggle po sa amin dito. No? But anyway, hashtag work from home problems. Sabi ni Jacqueline Ortega from Soundcheck Manila, who influences your music the most? OPM and foreign, if you don't mind.
OPM, foreign muna. Like, I'm
Sige.
heavily influenced by the 1975, Linkin Park, Green Day, Phoenix, Michael Jackson, Prince, and Asian music like Big Bang, ganun. And then, locally, I grew up listening sa album ng Asin.
Oh,
Ayun.
wow. Okay.
Asin, yeah. I
Wow.
loved how everything's lyrically substantial and it's like alam mo yun, yung album nila na yung Black yung kasi ang bata pa ako nung nagkaroon ako ng album na yun eh. Kasi
Yeah.
ayun lang yung nire-repeat sa car. Ayun. So parang siguro doon ko rin nakuha yung the way I write lyrics. Ayun. Kumbaga, I like how they talk about a lot of issues then and trying to combine it to this sweet love song na pwede mong i-dedicate to anyone or to the environment pa nga eh, di ba? Ganun. So,
Yeah.
ayun. And local bands, like I had a phase. Syempre, we all had that rockers phase.
Yeah.
High school,
So you won't deny that.
kami yung high school guitar boys eh, di ba? So,
Ikaw yung
ayun.
nasa likod, may dalang gitara araw-araw.
Ganun.
Pag
Nag-gitara kasi
recess,
cool
bigla,
daw. Ganun. So, ayun, we all had that OPM rock phase na dati, like required you need to know all the kamikaze hits, Silent Sanctuary songs, mga pangharana and all that. So, dati, like, pag Hearts Day or Valentine's Day,
oh my gosh,
like,
okay.
you're asked to, uy, kantahan mo naman yung nililigawan ko, ganito, ganyan. So, I'm like, okay, sige. Sure. Ayun.
For this background, thank you for that flashback also. So, isa ka pala sa mga nilalambing ng barkada mo. Harana mo naman yung nililigawan ko. Yung ganun. Sana all hinarana. Ay, sorry. Anyway. And I guess it also answers a bit of the question from, Cesar Batingan of Net25. Sabi niya, can you share how you started in the music industry? Ayun nga po. So, nasa likod po siya ng classroom nung time na yon. Hinaharana niya yung mga... So, doon po siya nagsimula. But yeah, could you expound more on that? Like, how were you able to start in the music industry?
Like, siguro, I'll start with music muna, no?
Okay,
with my
sige.
love for music.
Okay.
My parents discovered na I was grabbing the microphone from the host in the Clowns when I was 4 years old. So I was like, parang doon nila na feel, gusto nito mag-entertain, kumanta, ganyan. And then I was that kid na hina-hire kapag debuts, kapag weddings, family occasions and all that. Like, uy, kanta ka doon, bigyan ka namin pera, ganun. Why not, right? Diba?
Yeah. Very Filipino.
Diba?
Sayaw ka,
Ganun.
bigyan ko ng 20.
And then, like, syempre, I wanted to have fun with music din. So, I tried to join local auditions. Like, sinalihan ko yung mga local TV auditions like Pinoy Dream Academy, Pilipinas Got Talent, The Voice. And I experienced na pumila ka for hours or even days and magpupuyat and all that. And parang yun yung naging ko. Parang I didn't like win as a finalist sa mga big competitions. Like I won at small competitions sa mga malls and all that. Pero like I never won sa mga television shows and all that. Like it's such a big competition and parang subconsciously parang na-train yung mindset ko na okay. Like one day you're gonna know how you're gonna present yourself. And later on, when I was able to earn my confidence back, kasi syempre, it's not easy to pursue a music career when you're 12 or 13, when you're not actually on the big screen and all that. So I was kind of accepting na, I think hindi, I'm not gonna do music, parang ganon. And then later on in my teenage years, sumali ako sa isang local songwriting competition and I was like, uy, I want to borrow some money and then I want to borrow some money para I can buy like little recording equipment and all that
Mhm.
para I have full control of what I'm gonna produce. Kasi ayun yung natutunan ko when I was 12. Like I learned how to produce music through electronic dance music. Ayan, like
EDM, yeah.
2012, Skrillex, Zed, and all that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then later on, na-apply ko siya to become this singer-songwriter music producer for a songwriting contest locally in Laguna. And then
Mhm.
I was like, alam mo yun, parang medyo do or die na, uy, I'm gonna borrow some money to buy this certain type of gear. And then
Sana
pag napanalo
mabayaran
ko, I'm gonna
kita.
pay. Oh, pag napanalo ko, babayaran ko. Eh, fortunately, nanalo ako as champion. Ayan. And then, that became like this new origin story for me as a singer-songwriter and music
Origin
producer.
story. I love
Then,
it.
di ba, like, parang, alam mo yun, prodigal son returns. Parang ganun. Parang ganun siya. So, later on, like, I tried to go to Manila and reach out to local gigs and
Mhm.
producers. Like, I really experienced playing in the most claustrophobic
Uh-huh.
areas. Like, very weird restaurants wherein
The
yung
most
stage,
obscure ones, mga
yeah,
ganon.
talagang very grunge. Tapos yung
Mhm.
tugtugan ko very, bubblegum pop, gano'n.
Did ay, your style before wasn't like this right now. Kasi
What?
medyo synthy, di ba? Yung
Mm.
style mo ngayon. So before, medyo bubblegum poppy pa. Ish.
Actually, may synth na and all that.
Okay.
Kumbaga, nadala ko na yung pagiging electronic dance music producer, and then parang as I matured as a producer, as a self-taught producer, kumbaga yun na yung naging preference when it comes to music production. And then, ayun nga, going back to that claustrophobic areas wherein I would perform yung katabi ng stage yung main door, main entrance, ganun. So I'm like, pag natugtog ka, may napasok. Like, ang haba nung kwento ko, no? Pero
It's all good, all
gusto ko
good.
totoo eh. Gusto ko totoo.
Oo.
So, ayan. And then later on, like someone from a label daw, like someone from multiple labels, like they offered na parang, uy, do you have your music online na? Do you have it on Spotify? Parang dati I was an independent artist, and right
Mhm.
now I'm game and I'm super
Mhm.
game to be one of the artists, one of the growing artists from the Sony Music Philippines family. And I'm so happy for my supportive team, label, family, and friends. So, ayan, this is just the beginning for me. And I'm very excited for all the things I'm going to do with all of you guys and to everyone who's been supporting OPM. Ayan.
Alam mo, that would have been a perfect way to end this press con. Kaso we have a few more questions. But yes, thank you for that very detailed kwento,
Mm.
Ace. Thank you for sharing that to us. I'm sure, you've gone through so much, and we really appreciate you telling us all the hardships you went through. And of course, thank you to Sony Music Philippines
Mm.
for the support of Ace, for, bringing us the talent that is Ace. But yeah, we still have a couple more questions here. We have here from Michelle Soliman of Business World. Please tell us about the music production. I observed that it has a lot of retro elements such as synth, yun nga. So
Mm.
yeah, please do share with us a bit more about the music production if you don't mind.
Well, I think everyone loves the 80s and how eclectic and how diverse the culture is. And syempre parang nare-repeat siya ngayon, and I'm like, I'm a fan of the process na nagawa ko wherein I have all these retro textures and combining them with modern recording techniques to make it sound new and fresh pa rin kahit kumbaga, it's a new song, pero it gives you this nostalgia, it gives you the melancholy and all of that. And I'm like, yung mga nasabi kong bands and influences earlier, that's what, yung emotions na yun yung tumatak sa akin nung growing up ako as this musician in high school. And then, syempre, I'm gonna produce music na gusto ko. And ayun, I'm very happy na ganun siya. Ganun na siya with Babae and all my other releases.
I love it. And yes, I totally agree with what you mentioned earlier that the 80s was such an impactful era. And
True.
even the music now, including yours, as you mentioned, really has a bit of the 80s here and there. No? Ang galing, galing. And also, I noticed in your music video, there was this one scene,
Mhm.
you reminded me so much of Michael Jackson. Sinadya niyo ba yun?
Yeah,
The
actually.
white shirt, then you were turning around, ganon.
Yeah, like it's inspired from this scene, from the way you make me feel.
Yes, yes, that was the music
Yeah.
video. I was trying to think about anong music video nga ni Michael yun. But yeah,
Yeah, the way
there
you
you
make
go.
me feel, and then
Sakto rin sa
ano,
song.
yeah, sumakto na parang may synth solo, and I'm like parang I don't want to play the keyboard sa screen. Parang
Uh-huh.
I want to put my identity right now. Kasi
Mhm.
recently we just released this disco pop retro song Alive.
Uh-huh.
And then ayun, so it's very groovy, and gusto ko makita ng audience na that groove is maintained even if it's a love song.
I love it. I love it. Sabi ni Team Peach Chang dito, si Ace ay parang old soul. And I totally agree. I really agree. If you
Really?
don't mind, yeah, if you don't mind saying how young are you, if it's okay. If not, just say 18. Okay lang
It's
yun.
okay. Like,
But 18 ka
I'm
pala talaga, no?
actually 21 years old.
There you go.
Ayan.
All right, there you go. At a young age of 21, he seems to be such an old soul, guys, and that's a good thing. All right. So this last question here is actually for Andrew. So, pakigalaw yung baso po.
Eh, hi,
Hi, si
Andrew.
Andrew. Sabi dito, since
Hi.
Miss Ross mentioned about the events in celebration of Women's Month, will it be a combination of live and virtual gigs? That's from Dominic of Celeb Express TV, by the way.
I get it. You segued from old soul to me.
Grabe!
see
I
what
did
you
not
did
mean
there.
that.
Ace,
We love you too,
congratulations.
Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
And yes, the answer to Dominic's question is yes. There are going to be lots of performances. What I'd like to do, if you allow me, is to just take you through very quickly the International Women's Month campaign that the team at Sony Music put together. We're very proud of it because it's so much fun whenever the international team and the local team get to collaborate and do stuff together. We've put together a content-rich campaign which celebrates not just women in general, but highlights the wonderful women in music, especially from the Sony Music artist roster. It's obviously a month-long campaign full of exciting content, sure to drive interest and engagement from music fans. Now, there are 6 tent poles to our campaign. The first one is a playlist, our Tambay Tuesday playlist, which is very popular on Spotify, has been taken over by the ladies. Now, you'll catch music from Emmy Melly, Doja Cat, Adele, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, HER, Britney, Miley, as well as all the great local female artists from Sony. We also have efforts on Twitter. We have a hashtag campaign, hashtag Babae ako, hashtag I am woman, together with Twitter Spaces, where there's going to be, we're sure there's going to be really exciting conversations about women's issues. Now on Instagram, we have 4 Insta Jams. That's Insta Jam Live. We have 4 local artists performing their hits and covers of songs relevant to the theme of the campaign. And then, of course, we have I Am Woman, where we engage with a lot of KOLs and influencers and all the great content that they're going to be putting out. And of course, the flagship songs, Ace's Babae for covering the local side, and then Emmy Melly's anthem, I Am Woman, from our international roster. And then lastly, the performances we have on TikTok live streams. On TikTok, they're live streams, a series of 1-hour live streams where our artists and other creators perform and share insights about the International Women's Month. So that's a lot of content, and it's a really long answer, but thank you. I hope everybody enjoys what we do for the month, and happy International Women's Month to all the ladies.
Thank you so much. And we are all very much excited for all of the things you've got lined up for us fans, us listeners. And we're also very especially excited for the live gigs. Ako personally, I'm such a live gig person na kahit malayo, pinupuntahan ko pa minsan, baka naman Sony Music. But anyway, thank you once again. That was Sir Andrew De Castro, our Marketing and Business Development Director at Sony Music Philippines. There we go. Ayan. So I do believe we are good with the Q&A portion.